Grand Rising, everybody. Today is Wednesday. Oh, like I said, I can't believe we're already almost at the end of the month, but time is not linear and time doesn't exist anyway. So who cares, right? All right, palms facing up. Deep breath in. Deep exhale out. Grounding to Mother Earth. Connecting to Father Sky. When you're connecting, if you're doing the method that I showed you guys with the tube, pay attention to how fast or how slow that energy is moving. It's usually a good indicator of where your energy level is at for the day. And we can open up that space. Today's meditation is about I am. I am a light worker. When I say I want you to repeat it as if you're saying it to you. So I'm not saying me as in I specifically, but we. So say this as I'm saying this, but I am a light worker. I am the one that is breaking the curses. I am the one doing the work. I am the one that is no longer going to continue the curses in my family. I am the one that is going to look through a lens of compassion and shift the way my family operates. I am the one that will continue to be the light to shine the way for my family. I am the one that's going to do the hard work and heal. I am the one that is going to constantly look in the mirror when I am triggered to see how I am the one that is going to bring light to the situation. I am the one that is going to be triggered and look within to see why I am triggered. I am the one that is going to look within to heal the inner child. I am the one that's going to hug that child inside of me. I am the one that is going to give that child inside of me the love, the compassion, the grace, the kindness, the encouragement, and all of the things that I needed when I was a child. I am okay to give me those things. I am the one that is going to heal those wounds. I am the one that is going to bandage up myself. I am the one that will watch the blood fall as I bleed. I am the one that's going to heal. I am the one that's going to look at my friends and my family and look through a lens of compassion. I am the one that through just shining my light is going to help others find theirs. I am the one, by just being happy, I'm going to give others permission to be happy. I am the one that's going to show others we don't need that permission to be happy. I am the one that's going to continue to work on me, work on my space, work on my light so that I can shine for others. There is nothing more and nothing less that we have to do other than find our light. It is not more complicated than that. When we find our light within, it will naturally shine bright out. Is it easy to find our light? Hell no. If it were easy, there would be no illness, there would be no misery, there would be no sadness. We signed up for this. We are the ones. We are brave. We are strong. We are resilient. We are the light workers. This is not a task that is easy, but it doesn't need to be hard. We sign the dotted line. And with that comes so much beauty, so much love, so much grace. I am the one. You are the one. And we are most definitely the ones that are shifting and helping and assisting and growing. When you see others suffering, if you get triggered, if you get annoyed by someone else's suffering, by someone else's emotions, by someone else's journey, please look within. Your light needs to shine. Nothing anyone else is doing needs to bother you. And if it does, go within and remember, I am the light. I am the light. I am the light. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Deep breath in. Don't open your eyes. Stretch it out if you can. I'm going to take one more to make it a 3. Guides, ancestors, ascended masters, angels of the highest vibration. Is there anything that I need to hear or know today? Please tell me now. On the count of 1, 2, 3. Whenever you're ready, you can open your eyes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. I think it was very important to kind of piggyback off of what was going on yesterday. I don't question why I got cut off. I think it's hilarious. Like, Zoom booted me out, but left the rest of you on. I was like, how you gonna kick me out of my own fucking meeting and then keep it going? Like, I thought the meeting had ended. I'm like, if I'm not on it, how are they still talking? That's why I thought it had ended. That's like when JD was like, they're still talking. I'm like, how? How is that possible? So whatever happened needed to happen, whatever conversation was going on. But I do want to invite you guys, let's remember that. Like, piggybacking off of yesterday, like I was saying, and like Karina, thank you so much for bringing that up, because I absolutely went through that. Like I said, during coronavirus, I know so many people were like, this bitch, because I couldn't understand the fear. I had, I was like, don't you know, you don't feed fear into it. But the way you come across, like I had that one client, I said generational curses, and she thought I said her family was possessed by demons. I was like, how the fuck did you get that from me? The fuck? I never said that. Like, what are you talking about, lady? You don't know like where people are at and how they're going to receive that information. So we have to remember light. So now that was a very eye-opening experience for me on how I speak, and not everybody believes in reincarnation. I have to remember some of the clients that are coming to me still believe in God and the church and all that. And when you are annoyed, so when somebody is saying like, oh, so I was given an example of a conversation that happened. So I'm going to bring it up, but it was like, when Missy was saying that she was annoyed that her friend, she was annoyed, I just want to invite you, if you're triggered by somebody going through something in their life, ask yourself, why am I annoyed by that person just being them? When I'm annoyed by people, I always ask myself, why am I annoyed by them? What are they showing me that I need to work on? That when somebody is just being them and you're annoyed and you're not compassionate, you need to ask yourself why. Period.
Yeah, that's what I do. I like everything, even when I do a healing, even though I give information to that person, but there's always something, okay, well, it's for that person, but it's also for me. Like, what is it that I need to look at in myself? And especially when, like you said, when you get annoyed with people, I like take a step back and I'm like, okay, well, what in me, like, what am I being negative? So, okay, let's look at myself.
If you're having a negative reaction to someone else being negative or whatever, you need to look at yourself. Like it's just period. Do you know what I mean? And I've said that before. Sometimes I'm just annoyed by people. Well, yeah, they're pointing something out in me that I need to look at. You know what I mean? So when someone is going through something, if someone's like, I know this might be a really bad example, but let's just say somebody has cancer and they're like constantly like talking about like, I'm sick and I'm that and I'm this and I'm that, and they're not, they're just not being strong. If you're the type of person that's like, oh God, why does she keep posting about her cancer? Like, oh my God, like, okay, we get it. You're sick. Like, fine. You know what? I'm just going to friend her. Da, da, da. If you're reacting to somebody like that, that is your guides inviting you to look at something within you. If you look at that person and you're just like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, she must be in so much pain. I just seriously can't even imagine what she's going through right now, what her husband, what her kids, what her kids must be going through. I can't imagine my kids having to see me suffer like that. That's compassion, right? Am I like that with everybody? Hell no. And the ones that I'm not, that's where I need the growth. I don't look at that person like they need to get their shit together. Your spiritual ego does. So Karina, that's like how you're saying you're finding it hard. And I'm not saying you're getting annoyed by people, but that also, it all kind of ties in. It's like,
It is. It does tie in. And also, like, So when I see something in somebody else that annoys me, just like you're saying, that is a reflection of what I'm also trying to grow and deal with. Um, but along the same lines, um, I just find my spirit and my soul tired because I feel like I don't turn off my healing. Does
You
that make
gotta turn
sense?
it off. Yes.
Yeah.
You literally, so psychics and mediums, when I'm at work, when I'm at the store,
Mhm.
there's three spirits that are in my store. I don't know why. They've been there so long, I just like leave them alone. An older man, a little boy, and a little girl. The little girl loves to fuck with me. When I'm telling you, she loves to fuck with me. Yesterday, I was leaving the store and I was putting some stuff away and she was moving bags around. And she's so slick because she'll do things off camera. Like I had a tape roll. I had
Mhm.
a tape roll and I had somebody come to my store and the girl was begging to see something. And I didn't know this. She was like, please, ghost, let me see something cool while I'm here. So the ghost, there was a tape, a full roll of packing tape. And she went, boop, and knocked it over. That thing just doesn't knock over, right? Check the cameras. Of course, there was a mannequin blocking her. But anyway, yesterday she was fucking with me and I get scared. Of course I do. So I was like, don't fucking do that when I'm by myself. You already know that the lights are off. Don't do it. It stopped. You literally have to, Karina, like there's a switch. You have to
Mhm.
ask your guides. You know what I mean? Connect with your guides and say,
Mm.
guys, look at me. I'm
Yeah.
overwhelmed.
Mhm.
You're
And
too
vulnerable, overwhelmed and
much.
vulnerable.
I'm trying
Right.
to protect my energy. I'm trying to do it. Please help me find a switch. I need you to turn it off. I need you to turn it off for me. Like
Mm.
literally,
Yes. Yes.
you
Thank you.
will feel it. So if that's the shift,
Yes.
really say, please, please turn it off. I need
Mhm.
you to help turn it off. And like ask Michael to shut your
Mhm.
brain down and like bring it down.
Mhm.
Gabriel is coming through for you. Have you worked with Gabriel?
I have in the past. Yes.
Pull him
Mhm.
in. Pull her in.
Okay.
Pull
Okay.
her in on because she's both. Pull her in on the feminine side because she's the strength. Like Michael protects you, but Gabriel's the one that like gives you strength.
Mm.
You know what I mean? She's the one that's
Yes.
gonna stand next to you and pull her sword out and like, let's go, bitch. I'm right with you.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Whereas
Mhm.
Michael's like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna protect you to make sure nobody hurts you. Gabriel's like, let's go. Let's do this. You got this.
Mhm.
Like your hype man. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So yeah, because
Yes.
Michael's been with you, he's protecting you, but Gabriel's the one that you need now to kind of help you stand in
Okay.
that power.
Mhm.
I just heard stand in your power is what they want you to do too. You know what I mean?
I
That's gonna
I've
help.
yeah, I've realized I just went to a Divine Women's Circle on Sunday night, and it was probably the most amazing experience that I think I've ever had in my life. Like just the community of women and just being ourselves and just celebrating um, us as women and just meditating and being free and just dancing and it was so freaking amazing. And so I remember going upstairs and one of the leaders was just this little angel. And then everybody had gone. I was lingering because I linger and still talking. So I want to know all the things. I want to know all the things. I'm picking their brains, all the
I
things, you
lingered too.
know.
That's
I
all right.
linger. I want to know all the things. And she got this little angel got a text. She's probably in her 20s. And then she started to cry and she's like, no, I got this. I got this. Now here I am thinking, who is this person who is like, and I know we should never put anyone on a pedestal, but who is this person who is like so love and light? And then she crumbled at a text. And so I actually stood up and I said, you are powerful. And she looked at me. I said, claim it. And she says, I know. And I said, no. And I put my hand out in front of me. I said, put your hand out. I said, say, I am powerful. And when I did that, I felt so much, not ego. I just felt this incredible, beautiful, humbling, like power. And I know that she did too. and for her own self. But like, I was so honored and humbled to be able to help another strong light worker in this community of women who needed that little, you got this, girl. You know what I mean?
We all do. Do you know what I mean? Like, we
Yes.
all do. I have
We-
my hype squad. Like, trust me, I've messaged you girls before too. You know what I mean? And that's why,
Mhm.
like, I love being vulnerable. I love
Mhm.
crying. I love fierce grace.
Mhm.
Yeah, like I love showing people that my life's not perfect. I
Mhm.
love showing people that even after in sobriety, I still have fucked up issues. You know what I mean? I still have
Mhm.
marriage problems. I
Mhm.
still have shitty kids. You know what I mean? All right, Katie,
Yeah.
love you. You know what I mean? I still have like so many doubts. Am I doing the right thing? Am I doing? But then what I do every time my head goes to doubt, I refuse. I
Yes.
just refuse. I refuse to let fear live in my space. And
Mm.
Katie said my kids are so sweet, but like literally, like Liam and Luna, do you know, sometimes they'll do things and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? You know what I mean? Like, and then
Mhm.
I'm like, am I doing the right thing? But then I'm like, nope, you are. Right.
Mhm.
That's why I take right and wrong, because the second I say, am I doing the right thing? That's my switch. Where I'm like, bitch, there's no right, there's no wrong. You're doing exactly how you're supposed to do it. And you know this. Your kids chose
Mhm.
you. So no
Mhm.
matter what I do, they chose to experience that. They chose this
Mhm.
shit show.
You know, they chose it.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I have to remember that there's no right, there's no wrong. Whatever experience they wanted to experience in this life, they needed me to be their mom to go through that. Whatever
Yes.
I'm going through, I still need to go through my shit. And,
Mm.
and that's
Yeah.
what everybody has to remember. So when you're triggered by a friend or a colleague or anybody and say, what the fuck?
Mm.
You know what I mean? And you're not
Yeah.
looking at
Mhm.
them with compassion. You better go look you better run to a bathroom, splash your
Yeah.
face, and look in that mirror. Fuck is my problem?
But but also remember what Kim said on the meditation yesterday was like all the women take their power back. And that's what this year is about, us taking our
Yes.
power back. And
Yes.
Karina, like what you did, like that was absolutely amazing. Like seriously, like it was
I
just
just,
amazing.
that is just, and it was so crazy because you know how, like, when we meditate and spirit speaks through us and we don't even know what we say? That's exactly what happened. I like didn't even know. It was just like spirit was like, no, because this little girl was named Amber and she was so innocent and so precious and so
Mm,
pure, like probably the most pure person on earth I've ever met. And for me, my spiritual ego and my earthly ego to see that, I was like, no. But
yeah.
then the egos went aside and spirit was like, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? It was beautiful and amazing. It was probably like the coolest one of like, I just can't even explain this whole journey. Like, I don't think there are words that can describe where I'm at, how grateful I am for you guys and all the
Yeah.
things.
And Karina, I think she needed to hear from you, because when we hear things like that from our parents, like you're so powerful, you're so beautiful, it doesn't resonate.
Mhm.
You feel like they're obligated to say that. You know, I mean, I
Yeah.
never heard that shit. I mean, anyway, but my dad, but uh
Mhm.
it's so to hear it from you, because those sweet souls like that,
Mm.
they need grounding too. They're the ones that get
Mm.
like
Mhm.
the narcissists are like a lawn. All I'm seeing, they're showing me a lawnmower and they're showing me her
Yes.
constantly getting
Yes.
caught up in those blades.
Yes.
Narcissists are
Yes.
just gonna run right over her. So that's why
Yes.
it's amazing that she's in that space now with these powerful women, with a complete
Yes.
stranger telling her how powerful she is. That's why I said we are shifting. We're
Yes.
fucking shifting the world, guys. And we don't have to do anything other than just work on us.
Yes.
I don't have to
Yes.
do nothing. I don't have to do these meditations. I don't have to do Reiki. I don't have to do any of that. Just all I had to do was focus on me. But because I did that,
Mm.
all of this
Mhm.
fucking world that I never even imagined. Do you know what I mean? If you would have told me when I was 40 that at 45 I was going to be seeing dead people and talking to them and giving messages and running a meditation group at 6 a.m. in the morning, I'd be like, bitch, you're
Oh my
smoking crack.
God.
I don't know what, give me some of that shit. Whatever you have, let me get some of that.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
amazing. You know what I mean? I wouldn't have believed you. I wouldn't have believed you. I'd have been like, there's no way. Do you know me? Do you know me? There's no fucking way. Like, you know what I mean?
Yes. Yes.
Like, yeah, I'm so grateful for you guys too. Cause like I said, without this group,
Yeah.
there's no
Mhm.
group. Who am I? I'm nobody. Like, I
Mhm.
can come here at 6 a.m., but if there's nobody on here, you know what I mean? Like, so it's just amazing. It's just so
Yes.
beautiful. It's just anybody who's been here, I know feels it, you know. And then who aren't on here, if you've enjoying this, get your ass up and get up on the 6 a.m. because
Yeah.
it's like
Thank you,
It's-
Caroline, too, for acknowledging that. Sometimes I'm working on receiving compliments because I always brush them off. So that's one thing that I'm working on. Instead of deflecting them, I am honoring them and taking them in and saying thank you.
Yeah.
So
Aw.
I think we all have a problem taking. I used to, and I'm the same.
yeah.
Yeah, Melinda just said, make known the unknown of self and take the joy of that experience back to God. Yeah.
Yes.
Have
Yes.
people would be like, oh, you're, do this, that, and I'd be like, oh, huh. Yeah, I would deflect. And now I'm like, thank you. Thanks. Thank you. Appreciate it.
I am great. Yeah, I am great.
Yeah.
I think you're right.
Oh, I
God,
love you
I
guys
love you
so
guys.
much.
Oh
this
my
is the greatest.
gosh. Like,
This is the greatest.
Yeah.
it's amazing. And also, I just feel like, as well, if anyone is watching the replay, please try and come on, because it's just different. Watching a replay, yes, okay, you do the meditation, but it's just the energy and the atmosphere and just the talking afterwards. And you can get involved as well. If you have
Yes.
any questions or if there's anything
Mm.
that you want to know, then you can ask absolutely anything. And any of us, if we can answer it, which we can, we will.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yes,
Right.
absolutely. Yeah.
Right.
So I just love you ladies. And
I love you guys so much.
I'll see you
So much.
tomorrow.
Thank you so much. I love you, girls.
Love you
Mwah.
guys. All right. Bye.